Merry Christmas, patrons! I just got finished recording the dulcimer tracks for Listen Closely Mama, the new version for Unresolved Blues, and wanted to give you a peek behind the scenes on how it's all going down. First of all, this is the first time I've recorded and not just gone direct in, but mic'd the amplifier cabinet like they do. And I like the internal amps that I have in GarageBand. But for this kind of music, the blues, I wanted to do it like everybody else does it by miking the cabinet. So I've got an SM57 microphone down there, and the cabinet was not very loud, but just enough to get the color I'm looking for. This is a Vox, and I'm trying to think of, it's a DA15. Cool little amp that I picked up at a musician swap meet for $100, and it's a killer amp, great sound. Using the Route 66 pedal, which is a great pedal. It's a combination overdrive and compression pedal to get more sustain. Plugged into that and recorded the parts. Now I did mock up the drums and bass in Band in a Box. So those are Nashville session players playing on the drums and bass, but I muted the guitar parts and recorded two separate dulcimer tracks, which I'm going to double. I've got a fairly clean track, and then I'll have a couple of fairly dirty tracks, and I'll blend them both to make a bigger sound. And then I've got the solo. But right now what I'm doing is I'm starting to EQ these tracks. So I'll show you the drum track here. My computer will fire up at some point. There we go. The first thing I've done with this is I've put some reverb on it. This is without reverb. And now I'll add the reverb in. Got some nice space on there. Now I'll go up here and I'm going to add the drum, the bass part. Pretty groovy, huh? I'm in the process of EQing the bass and the drums just a little bit. Then what I'm going to do is work with the dulcimer parts. I'll give you a little peek at that. So we got dulcimer in left and right channel. Again, I'm going to double track those dulcimers. But here's the solo, and this is what's going to make it, it's already radically different from the version that's on All Songs Lead to the Gift Shop. But here's what's going to make it really different, is there is actually dulcimer soloing in this. And let me go ahead and give you a taste of the solo here. There's actually four solos, or three solos, one to open the piece, one in between the second and third verses, and then an extended 24 measure solo. And it was very challenging, but a lot of fun. So let me give you a little taste of one of the solos here. Love the feedback that I'm getting, and you can't get that feedback when you go direct in and use the guitar amp simulators that are in GarageBand. You have to have open air, open dulcimer, and the amp in nearby proximity, and that's a really nice authentic sound. So I'm just tickled. And we'll be working on this, and I'll be tracking vocals here probably in the next hour or so. and then wrapping this puppy up, giving it a good mix, and uploading it hopefully tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow. So again, thank you very much for everything that you guys have done, and I hope you are now planning to have a wonderful Christmas Eve if you celebrate, and enjoying a very special Christmas tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to give you a little taste of something tonight. So thanks again, and be watching the Patreon feed for this upload and some uploads to come hopefully next week.